Can I ask a question? Real quick question. ESPN, Fox Sports 1, all these major news outlets about sports, they always go, Kyrie is the best finisher around the rim and the most, like, pleasing to or entertaining finisher around the rim that we've ever seen in the NBA. Do they forget about Derrick Rose? Or do people really think that Kyrie is more...
Derrick Rose was so short that it was cool.
It was...
And it's... Derrick Rose, his finishes weren't pretty. They were exciting.
Weren't pretty?
They were exciting and they were unmatched. I don't think for the most part we've ever seen an athletic finisher like Derrick Rose. Now, Kyrie, he's doing things at a relatively not that athletic place outside of like coordination, and he's doing things like a normal person can't do, like at all.
But Derrick Rose is suspect 6'1", head above the rim, and then he pump fakes and does an up and under on the other side of the rim against like LeBron and D Wade and other people on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Like if you watch the top 10 finishes around the rim, Derrick Rose versus Kyrie, like it's debatable. I'm not even saying Derrick Rose is better. I'm saying it's debatable, but people are acting like Kyrie's. People are acting like it's not even debatable. When I say people, I mean like ESPN analysts and things like that.
I mean, in fairness, Kyrie's knees haven't betrayed him yet. So...
Because Kyrie not jumping at the rim. Kyrie's staying on the ground. You know what I mean? And Kyrie, the only reason his knees betrayed him, though, is because he was just too athletic for his own body. And Kyrie's not too athletic for his own body. He just has really fragile lower limbs. Like, he's been injured a lot. Let's not say he hasn't. His foot has betrayed him, if anything. Like, Kyrie has the same feet problem as a 7'5" guy. Kyrie,
I don't know about all that.
Kyrie and Yao Ming have the same foot problems.
Nah, bro. He only hurt his foot once. You thinking of other things like his knee, his other knee, his ankle, but never his foot. Only his foot once.
Okay, even better. Better. Calvin said his knees have betrayed him. It looks like his whole lower half has. Low key.
Yeah, but it hasn't destroyed his athleticism. Like, it hasn't caused him to completely have to change his game. Like, the fact that D Rose is still in the league is kind of amazing in and of itself.
And to be honest with you, I think when it comes to finishing Derrick Rose versus Kyrie, it's the difference between sexy and beautiful. Like, everything Kyrie does is like, when it comes to finishing, is like poetic. It's pretty, it's flawless. Derrick Rose, very chaotic, very quick, very fast, and it makes you say, oh my God, every time. Kyrie's make you just go like, what just happened?
So, if you were single, would you rather want beautiful or sexy?
Wait, say that
If
again?
you were single, would you rather want beautiful or sexy? Because a lot of dudes will move to Miami and say sexy. Because they...
Yeah, I'm not.
But I said if.
Give me beautiful. If I'm single, give me beautiful. Did you not see what happened to Sexy? Sexy lasted for 3 years.
True.
Beautiful is still doing it.
Beautiful get hurt all the time too, though.
Beautiful did a spin move off of a double team and then split the double team. It did some awkward finishing.
That's just dribbling. That's not finishing around the rim, but whatever.
Yeah, but if you watch all of it,
okay,
the
that's
spin
fine.
move started the layup, and it was beautiful.
Sexy.
It was beautiful.
Sexy did an up and under, English off the backboard finish on LeBron and D Wade. Miami LeBron and D Wade
turned around and blew his knee.
That wasn't the same play, man. You know. It's you kind of guys that over here trying to make bad arguments. Which one would you rather have? The spin move off the double or the up and under on D Wade LeBron? Calvin?
I mean, is the spin move gonna have to be able to, like, can we replicate that more easily? Because if that's the case, then just give me the spin move. Like,
Can you replicate more easily?
no, it's just like, it's just like, okay, like, which one is gonna have the longevity? Because both of them look.
We can't keep talking about longevity.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't.
That's
We
why.
can't keep talking about longevity.
No, we live in a society that is more about what have you done for me lately versus your body of work. Body of work, I'm telling you, Derrick Rose, sexy. Everything about his layup package, speed, power, sexy. Kyrie's is timeless. That is stuff that you want to teach your kids. You don't want to teach your kids to be Derrick Rose because you can't. You can't teach them to be Derrick Rose. If we could teach them to be Derrick Rose, bro, I would have 47 kids today.
Dang, you a cult leader?
I do what I gotta do for 47 Derrick Roses. Come on, bro.
This dude polygamy. I guess it's just that I don't know. Like, yeah, so like you're telling me when your kid grows up, you're gonna show him Calvin. Mm-hmm. When your kid grows up, you're gonna show him more highlights of Kyrie than Derrick Rose.
Well, it's like the thing is, you're probably gonna show more highlights of Derrick Rose, but the thing is, the stuff Derrick Rose did, Derrick Rose can't do anymore. Kyrie should be able to do most of his stuff throughout his career. Like, maybe not with the same speed and everything, but it's more, he can replicate it more easily. Like, you can't teach Derrick Rose because Derrick Rose is predicated on his athleticism. When those knees just decided we're done, like, that took his athleticism. Like, he might still have flashes, but it's not there anymore.
He gives you one solid up and under every 5 games, though.
But has it won him a ring?
Oh my gosh! You really did this. You really did this.
It's coming up sooner or later.
You really did this.
Look. We want to talk. Like, you want to talk about stuff
Whoa.
that people, bruh.
Okay, continue, Calvin. Let's do this, Calvin. Let's do this. Go.
Like, it's like ultimately it is just about the ability to replicate the continued success. Derrick Rose, the continued success isn't there. He did get what? He did manage an MVP, but he hasn't played to that level since. He can't play to that level anymore. He just can't.
Okay, but question. Alan, stay out of this. This is a conversation between me and Calvin. Question, Calvin. Question. Derrick Rose took the Chicago Bulls and they went to the Eastern Conference Finals twice with him. One when LeBron was a Cleveland Cavalier, and one when LeBron was with Miami Heat. The only reason they didn't win when he was Miami Heat is because they were the Miami Heat. Honestly, the only reason he didn't win with the Cavaliers though is because Paul Gasol got hurt. That is literally the only reason they did not make it to the finals that year. And that was when Derrick Rose hit that game winner, and then LeBron hit the game winner the next game, I believe it was, from the corner. That is the only reason, because they had no big man that could guard Paul Gasol, but Paul Gasol hurt his ankle, whatever it is, leak conspiracy, whatever you want to believe. There is unfortunate events that didn't allow Derrick Rose to go to NBA's finals as the team leader. Kyrie got a ring, you're right. Draymond was suspended for one game for that championship. You're right. He did have LeBron on his team. You're right. There are certain instances that made that happen and made him be able to win that ring. There are certain instances that made Derrick Rose have the opportunity more times than he has. But it didn't happen because unlucky things and circumstances accumulated to make that not the case. So, what do you got to say to that?
I mean, like, the thing is, we talk about contingencies and all that. There's not a dude in the league who doesn't have a couple. I bet, like, like, oh, we didn't win a ring because this, that, or the third. The thing is, when it comes to all that, people have to be healthy and all that. So you're right in the sense that having Paul Gasol probably would have helped them. That doesn't change the fact that they lost. It also doesn't change the fact that the way Derrick Rose played ultimately caused his knees to effectively go out or whatever, and not just once but continuously. The fact that you can't teach that athleticism that Derrick Rose had, the fact that athleticism, even if he did have it, would not be able to stay with him for as long as the skill that Kyrie displays.
Quite a question. You can't teach the hand-eye coordination to Kyrie, though. Kyrie's hand-eye coordination is... It's like somebody who belongs in the Major League Baseball league. I don't even know why I say it like that. In the MLB. You know what I mean? His hand-eye coordination is wildly good. Like, and it always has. It always has been. You can go watch his highlights back in high school. His hand-eye coordination is like different level. So you can't. That's a different aspect of athleticism, and you can't teach that to your kids either.
But the thing is, even
that is false.
Shut up, Alan.
Here's the thing about hand-eye coordination.
Don't talk to me like that,
you don't just get you don't just get there automatically. Like, he didn't come out the womb breaking ankles. Like, you put in work for those handles, and
you know how many people have put in work, and Kyrie is suspect top. I'm gonna give it top 3 best ball handlers the NBA has ever seen. Like, you can argue to the people. I don't even know to the people, but I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt that there's so many people in there that you could argue it. You think everybody else has it? All these other point guards have been working to get hand-eye coordination like that? They in the league, but he like different level hand-eye coordination. You know what I mean? And you can't teach that stuff.
But a lot of the moves that he does pull off with that hand-eye coordination, you can. Like, you can't get it to the point like everybody has like the difference between like a super hot like Kyrie and some dude on the bench from a reaction level might be a handful of milliseconds. And you're right, you can't necessarily teach that, but you can teach those moves. You can teach someone to think about the game in a way that would allow them to, well, not necessarily replicate everything Kyrie does, be able to take what he has done and work it into their own game.
So what does this mean about finishing around the rim, though? Let's get back to that. So when we're talking about finishing around...
It's not just this. We've deviated wildly from whatever it was we were initially talking about.
We have. You're right. You're completely right. But I want to get back to that one thing, though. Really quick. Just final say. Why do they not even put him in the category on ESPN, Fox Sports 1, CBS Sports, whatever you want to say? Why do they say Kyrie is the best finisher around the rim that I've ever seen, but they didn't put Derrick Rose in that category? Why?
Short version, recency bias. We tend to value things that happened recently. You can look at Kyrie's stuff and see it. Derrick Rose, most of his stuff happened years ago. Like, way back in basketball time.
Nearly a decade.
See, I thought that. I wasn't quite sure, so I wasn't going to say that. But, and ultimately that's what it would come down to. If Derrick Rose was still doing those things that he did back then, they'd probably put him up there too, but he's not.